So you can take laxatives the rest of your life. That is an option, or you can train your system to be regular on its own again. Those are your two options. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. We're a digestive health company, and oddly enough, we help people regain regularity. Weird, but true. Okay, so a lot of people are going to immediately say, so you're replacing one product with another, and then they're going to go, ha, 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 ha. So yes and no. So let's start off with laxatives. Laxatives are over long-term use cause a dependency. Well, our approach is helping retrain the system so you regain independence. Totally different concept. So am I suggesting a product? Yes, but for a completely different purpose, all right? Next, laxatives. Laxatives are a Band-Aid. They're not turning on your nervous system. They're not increasing bile flow. Long-term use of laxatives may contribute to other gut issues like gut imbalances. It's not helping the stomach, the small intestine, well, it's helping a little bit the small intestine, but not very much. So you're just focused on the colon with laxatives. Newsflash, people with constipation issues frequently have slow motility of the stomach and the small intestine. Here's a few examples: reflux, heartburn, burping, belching, nausea, stomach aches and pains, low stomach acid, which is indirectly caused by slow motility of the stomach, SIBO, SIFO, etc. Okay, laxatives aren't doing jack shit for those things, just so we're all clear. And long-term use of laxatives have been shown to contribute to, well, some studies. I'll be clinically correct. Some studies have shown that long-term use of laxatives contributes to cognitive decline, meaning can contribute to dementia. Now, you read them, you figure it out for yourself. But so that's how laxatives work. So laxatives, once again, short-term answer to the problem. Here is what we would suggest as the long-term answer. Motility. Motility is our way of helping you retrain your system, okay? And when we say system, we are talking stomach, small intestine, and colon. So please don't look at the name motility and be like, it's just for constipation. Motility is also going to help with reflux, heartburn, burping, belching, nausea, stomach aches, pains, digestion, clearing the small intestine, which is kind of a big damn deal if you're worried about stuff like SIBO and SIFO. The digestion in motility is going to help increase gastrin levels significantly, which is a big part of helping with low stomach acid issues, which a lot of people are going to say, very few people have low stomach acid issues. That's not true. Very few people have hypochlorhydria. Very many people still have a stomach acid deficiency. Just so everybody's aware, a lot of people have that, okay? So motility is helping with the nervous system. It's helping the gut-brain axis. Basically, you're turning on peristalsis and turning on the migrating motor complex, which is kind of a big thing in the small intestine if you're trying to clear out pathogens. We use motility. Oh, by the way, so motility has 2 clinically studied ingredients at the clinical doses. So you got picarinnyl artichoke leaf extract, which I would argue is about 4 to 5 times more effective than standard artichoke leaf extract, just so everybody knows, because I know that we sell a standard artichoke leaf extract in another product. Picarinnyl is significantly more effective. It is helping with bile flow. So person with low bile flow obviously is going to have constipation. By the way, with the motility process, we are also helping open up detox pathways, which would include the liver, phase 3, elimination stuff, because a lot of people come to us and they don't just have constipation and stuff, they also want to do a cleanup. And so we're always like, turn the system on, unclog the system, open detox pathways, and then do the cleanup. That just makes sense. Unclog the system before you try to clear stuff out, right? Right. So motility is for that. The digestion is super effective. It is helping with everything from helping increase serotonin production up to 30%. It's helping decrease cortisol levels by up to 42%, which is awesome. It is only going to do that in those with elevated cortisol issues, just so you know. So this is how we help the nervous system. Is this going to help with things like sleep and mood? And of course, yes. But the purpose of it is to help the system so it's not so stressed, so it turns on and works on its own again, so that you're getting a favorable digestive response in the system, okay? So if you have mild issues, use a mild dose, right? Right, so 1 bottle, 2 capsules a day. Mild means occasional constipation and no dependency on laxatives. If you have a dependency on laxatives and such, or you just don't go to the bathroom daily, I mean, I would suggest you should be going to the bathroom daily, and it should be a full evacuation, and it should be comfortable. I would suggest 2 capsules of motility morning and night. Some people always ask, what's the highest I can go? 3 in the morning, 3 at night. That's the highest we suggest. That is like, that's a lot. Don't do more than that. But can you do that? Yes. So once again, laxatives are fast. Motility takes time because you're training a system. Think of motility as like a training system for the digestive system. You wouldn't go from being fat to fit overnight. You're not going to be going from severely constipated after 5 years to being completely regular again in 2 to 3 weeks. So if you're going to buy motility and take it for 2 weeks and go, I didn't completely change my system, don't do that. Just don't buy it. I don't want you to buy it, okay? But if you want to retrain your system the correct way, that's motility. You need to give it 60 to, I would say, even up to 120 days. It'll turn the system on. That's what it's supposed to do. It's super effective, works extremely well. You will start easing off laxatives if that's your goal. You have to work that out for yourself, but you would start easing off laxatives in weeks 4 to 8, somewhere in there. Slowly. You don't just stop taking them. Bad idea. Work off of them, slowly ease off of them, right? Now, the next thing that people always ask is, how do I make this process go faster? Because everybody wants fast, which I understand, that's pretty normal. When you check out, after you've purchased motility, after you're checked out, it's gonna ask you if you would like to buy sensitive gut fiber for 2 bottles for 30%. Why would we suggest that? Well, sensitive gut fiber, the Solnul in it, has been clinically shown at that dosing to help improve constipation issues by up to 66%. And interestingly enough, help with diarrhea issues up to 59%. Couple points. If you have constipation and diarrhea together, you always start with constipation first. Why? Slow motility issues will cause overflow diarrhea. If you have really slow motility issues and you get a big buildup of pathogens, it's going to cause diarrhea. Low stomach acid is going to cause diarrhea, right? So we always start with slow motility issues before we deal with issues like diarrhea. You would deal with the motility protocol before you deal with a cleanup. And if you have lots of stomach issues, instead of just opting into motility, you would actually go get the slow motility plus protocol, and you would take reflux and motility if you want to be most effective with stomach issues and constipation, just FYI. And finally, sensitive gut fiber is a low FODMAP fiber. True, you do not just suddenly take any fiber of any kind suddenly in large doses. Don't do it. Start slow. Just start slow. Half a scoop a day and build up. Will this significantly increase beneficial bacteria? Yeah, that's the idea. So a lot of people, whether you know this or not, have really bad constipation, have low bifidobacterium. Solnul, the 2 scoops, will help increase bifidobacterium by up to 350%. Significantly helps increase Akkermansia 200+%. Super good for the microbiome, but does not contribute to bacterial overgrowth issues in the small intestine. That being said, go slow. I hope this answers all your questions for what you probably would ask. This is effective. This is the correct way to do it. If you want to do things, I would argue, in the correct, effective way, you would do this process. Otherwise, yes, for all the people that are like, I'll just take Linzess, knock yourself out. Just buy Linzess. I don't give a shit. If you want to take magnesium, low absorption forms of magnesium for the rest of your life, great. If you want to use Senna and Cascara because it's natural and you want to be stuck on that for the rest of your life, fine, great. This stuff here, though, is going to help everything from cholesterol to how you feel, mood, all that. I would argue it's just more effective. Most people that take this are going to go off of it. I stay on it because I like helping with digestion and helps with cholesterol and stuff like that. So I like it. You can take it long term. You don't have to. Okay, I hope this helps. Bye.